Hey everyone, it's Shawn from She's in Her Element. Spring is upon us and the sun is shining and everything's warming up out there. I figure it's time to do some spring cleaning and spring decorating. And one area that desperately needs help is my bedroom. Now, I've never shared my bedroom and I'm only going to share a portion of it with you now because that's going to be a separate upload I want to share with you guys because it's going to be a big project. It's just needs a lot of work, but I'm patient. I'm not going to rush through this. I'm taking my time. I'm figuring out what I want and finding the pieces I want, which that is not an overnight process. Like, even if you had $1 million, you couldn't walk into any store in the world and just buy everything and just decorate the whole room from there. It wouldn't work. Your tastes evolve, your tastes change. As far as my decorating rules go, my space kind of speaks to me a bit. And what this corner of my bedroom is saying is, help me, help me. It's awful. I have a corner behind me and I have a blue chair, ugly as sin. It's actually part of my 15-foot couch from downstairs. Oh yeah, I actually had a couch that was like 15 feet long, and that's a whole nother story. Anyways, this is one of the sections from it and I actually don't even want it anymore. So I'm just gonna stick it in my craft room for now. And I found an amazing chair this weekend when my husband and I went antiquing that I thought would actually be perfect for this space right here because it just needs a little something something. It's not talking like a happy corner. It doesn't seem happy to me, not at all. And my furniture that you'll see a couple pieces of, maybe you'll see one at least, that is going to actually get a whitewash paint, and I know people are like, no, don't do that. I love bare wood. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's sexy. I love the tones and the colors that go to it. But you have to understand that my house is so full of wood. It's everywhere, including that giant, giant great room. It's shiplap. It's beautiful. I love it. But I mean, it's kind of like a sensory overload for me with all of this wood. So I need to change just a little bit. And I don't want to do it on the structure of the house in any way, shape, or form. Plus I'm fairly certain my husband would not let me, even if I wanted to, which I don't. But pieces like furniture and stuff, that I can change. And I think that that end result will end up being a whole fabulous new vibe that I'll be totally happy with no matter what season it is. But what better season to do it than spring? And right now we're gonna do this corner. Let me show you how it kind of looks right now. It's not that great. So this is basically the corner of my room. It's the backyard corner, if you will. And right now it just has that piece of the sectional from downstairs up here that I took out, but I'm ready to have that gone. It has a nice little tiny table that I found thrifting that I thought was perfect for this space. And you know, my bureau's right there as well as the TV, which at some point I've got to figure out those wires because I'm not a fan of that. But it has great light and there's an amazing window here. And you know, I just stuck that vintage hutch that we got up here, which is where I want it to be. So I need to make this corner more inviting. You know, it has a great lamp. There's a sign from our wedding. I just think it would be a nice corner. And especially since the baby is also going to have a space in my room. This corner here with what we're going to do with the great new chair that I found is actually going to be very, very handy for my time with Emery. So let me show you what I mean. All right, so while we were thrifting, I actually found this amazing, gorgeous gorgeous rocker. And they were originally asking 50. They had dropped it down to 40, but I actually asked the guy if he would take 30 because it has been there for several weeks. He said he wouldn't take less than 35, and I said, done deal. I think it's beautiful, and this is going to be perfect for rocking Emery. And one of the other things I love about it is I love this detail in the back. I just think that's super pretty, super sexy. It's a really nice, beautiful piece of furniture that's in beautiful condition, and honestly, I thought it would just look amazing up here in my spot. So I am going to give this a little spruce up with some pledge, clean it up good, swap things out, and we're going to put a new corner together. I'm excited. First, I need to start removing everything from this corner so that I can get in there and clean it up good. A nice vacuuming and a good floor wash is exactly what I needed. I also found this great mirror. They were asking 15 for it, but I asked if she would take 10 and she said yes. It's like really good size and it has beautiful detail. It kind of looks like it's wrought iron or possibly carved wood, and it's like plastic, but you can't tell it's plastic. I thought it would be perfect for in here. The chair was already in amazing condition. There's literally nothing wrong with it, but it was dusty from sitting there for so long, so it just needed a good wiping down with some lemon fresh pledge. I don't like manufactured scents. I don't like wild, smelly things unless it's from a candle. When it comes to cleaning, I like the smell of lemon. Just adding a chair pad and a pillow, and we're good to go. I have one very old, very beloved doily from my puppas, and I never knew where to put it until now. This is absolutely the perfect spot for it. Old Parisian postcards, a beautiful picture of the grandchildren, and just a simple vessel with dried baby's breath from my wedding in it. I'd say this corner looks perfect to me. But of course I have a cast iron chicken in my bedroom. Now it's time to hang up that beautiful mirror, which I actually think is going to make an amazing accent on that wall. A nice picture hook to hold the weight, even though it's a lightweight mirror. I still want something that's secure. And voila, it's up there, and I think it looks fabulous. I finally grabbed this accordion holder that I've been looking at for weeks for $1, and I thought it was perfect for the hats. I just need to paint it white and then I'll be happy, but it's the perfect addition to that corner. I threw on my gorgeous lightweight quilt done in the blues that warm my heart, and I decided to just throw my faux polar fuzzy blanket on the end. I really do love curling up with that throw and a good book. I think it looks beautiful. The shelf above our bed holds a few things that are near and dear to our heart, including our wedding invitation, and boasts our motto. I also grabbed this mirrored vanity tray at the antique center for just a couple dollars because I knew exactly where I wanted to put it. I also added a touch of faux greenery to the corner of my mirror to bring a little spring over there. And then I cleaned off my bureau and left the antiques in place. I really am happy with how this corner turned out. That mirror is gorgeous on the wall. It's exactly what that corner needed. How easy was that? Just bringing a little bit of spring and freshening up in my room, and it actually gives me a much better feeling in here. It's not so, this room needs a makeover. It's kind of getting a little bit happier. These simple little spruce ups is exactly what my soul needs. Sometimes that's all we need. I cannot do the same thing over and over and over again. My taste is always ever evolving. My likes change. I find myself finding inspiration in so many different places for things that might have not come to my mind had I not seen them. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta do that. I gotta put that on my list. But I don't need to live up to anybody's expectations except for myself. And this makes me happy. In this little corner of my room, I think looks absolutely fabulous. The simple little touch-ups make it exactly what I needed. So I hope I've inspired you to do a little bit of touching up in your own house. Spring is right around the corner, and it really does make your soul feel good. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss anything. I try to make 2 to 3 uploads every single week, and it could be on anything from cooking to homemaking to DIY to sewing. You never know what it's going to be. So you might want to hit that bell and you'll be notified when I do upload something, and then you'll never miss anything. Thanks so much for stopping by the house, and I'll see you real soon.